Alright guys, so in this video we're going to start to create our Bootstrap starter pack. Now I have a folder here called BS4 projects. That's where I'm going to create all the projects for this course. Alright, and in this video what we're going to do is install all of our dependencies for the starter pack. Okay, so we're going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it BS4 starter. And we just want to open a command line in this file. So I'm going to use git bash. You can use whatever you'd like, your Windows command line or Mac or Linux terminal. And from here, we're going to run npm init. Okay, as long as you have Node.js installed, you should be able to run npm commands. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a package.json file, which will hold all of our dependencies and the version information, things like that. So let's go ahead and run that. Alright, so it's just going to ask us some questions. The name BS4 starter is fine. Version's fine. Description, let's just say Bootstrap for workflow. Entry point doesn't matter. We'll just click enter, enter, author. I'm going to put my own name, but you can put your own. And then license, I'll just hit enter. Is this okay? Yes. And if you're using git bash, you may get a little stuck here. Just do Control-C and that'll get you out. Alright, so now if we look in our folder, there's now a package.json file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this folder in Atom. I can do that by just saying Atom space dot. And of course you can open it in whatever text editor you're using. Just close those up. Alright, now what we're going to do is look at package.json, and it's just all the stuff that we just entered. Now we need to install some things here, including Bootstrap, including some other dependencies. So let's clear this out. Now we're going to be using Bootstrap Alpha 6. Okay, now I'm in the process of updating the course to Bootstrap Beta, but for now you need to make sure you have the correct version of Bootstrap installed, or things will not work later on until the whole course is updated. Alright, so we want to do an npm install bootstrap, and then we're going to do at 4.0.0 dash alpha.6. Okay, you want to make sure that you use that version of Bootstrap for these projects. Okay, now we're also going to install font awesome, so we're going to say font dash awesome, and then dash dash save, which will save this to our package.json file. So let's go ahead and run those, and you'll see those show up. Now this part's very important to avoid issues in the future. You want to get rid of this little caret symbol right here so that it always installs this exact version. Okay, make sure you do that, and then we'll just save that file. Alright, now we need to install our dev dependencies, including gulp and browser sync, which is going to give us a dev server to work with. So we're going to say npm install, and we want gulp. Okay, we also want browser sync, browser dash sync, and then we want gulp sass, which is a plugin to compile our sass, and then we're just going to add the flag dash dash save dash dev. Okay, so these will get saved as dev dependencies. So we'll go ahead and run that. Alright, so now that that's done, you can see that our dev dependencies are displayed right here. So this file should be all set for now. Again, make sure that that caret symbol is removed from the Bootstrap version. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is create a folder called src. This is our source folder. This is where all of our files will go. So in here we'll have an index.html file, which we're going to leave blank for now. We're going to get to that later on. And then we're going to need a folder called scss. This is where our Sass files will go, and we're going to have gulp compile those into regular CSS files. So we also need a just standard CSS folder. Alright, and then we're also going to have a folder called JS for any JavaScript, and then also a folder called img for any images that we may have in our projects. Alright, so that's going to do it for now. In the next video, what we're going to do is create our gulp file, and we're going to create all of our tasks for moving our files to the source folder, for compiling Sass, running the dev server, all of that stuff. Now we are going to create a script to run our server, but if you want to be able to run it with the gulp command, then you should also install the gulp CLI tool globally, and you can do that with npm install -g for global, and then gulp -CLI. Alright, so we'll get that installed globally, meaning it's not going to get put in this project, but it's going to let you run gulp commands whenever you want. Alright, so that's it guys. In the next video, like I said, we're going to create our gulp file and then we'll go from there.